Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So the last update about unfortunate love. Rishi wondered why Lakshmi is angry and avoiding him. Meanwhile, Lakshmi is angry because of the lie that Rishi told her and for the fact that she actually saw Rishi with another woman. Then Rishi asked Lakshmi not to fast for him. So let's continue. It is the morning of Kavachot fast. Grandma gives instructions to Sanjay to keep the dry fruit ready. Neelam comes there and sees Grandma and Lakshmi. She says, "You both woke up so early." Grandma says it is the first Kavachot of Lakshmi. She says, "I made the food for you." Neelam asks Lakshmi if she got the food from her home too. Pritam sees Rano having food to prepare for the fast. Pritam asks Rano that did you send Lakshmi's food? Neelam tells Lakshmi that she asked Rano to send food for Lakshmi, but there is no food from Rano till now. Neelam asks Grandma what to do. She says, should we give food to Lakshmi because she have to fast? Grandma says okay. Rano tells Pritam that I don't have money in my phone to call Lakshmi's in-law. Pritam picks the landline, but Rano had taken out the wire and she tells Pritam that it is not working. She says Bitu's mommy sent this food for me. Rano taunts Pritam that she is keeping fast for him even though he doesn't deserve it. Pritam says I will call Lakshmi from Shalu's phone. Neelam asks Lakshmi to come and says I will give the food to you to start your fast since your family cannot send the food as per ritual. The doorbell rings. Grandma asks Lakshmi to go and check the door. Pritam goes to Shalu and Bani's room and he finds them missing from their room. He wonders where do they go to. Shalu and Bani comes to Lakshmi's house and says that their aunt made the food for Lakshmi and she sent us to bring it. Pritam lied to Rano that Shalu and Bani are sleeping. We will call Lakshmi later. Rano says no need. When I go to the Kavachot Puja, I will tell Lakshmi that the alarm fooled me, so I couldn't bring the food for her. Pritam says if God wants Lakshmi to keep the fast, then God will make arrangements for Lakshmi and she will complete her fast successfully. Neelam thanks Bani and Shalu for bringing the food for Lakshmi. She asks Lakshmi to have the food and she asks the driver to drop Lakshmi's sisters. Grandma tells Shalu and Bani that the driver will come late and she asks them to talk to Lakshmi for the meantime. Bani asks Lakshmi if she will keep fast for Rishi. Lakshmi says I would have this tasty food and then I can pass all day without feeling hungry. Lakshmi thanks Shalu for saving their family's respect. She says when I tasted the food, I understood that you have made the food and it was not ounce. Bani tells Lakshmi that even I also contributed into making the food. Lakshmi says you have grown up so much. Shalu tells Lakshmi that aunt did not want to make the food. I made it because I cannot see you sad. Lakshmi, Shalu and Bani hug. Bani tells Lakshmi that aunt wanted your fast to break and says she had heard her talking to Neha that she will not allow you to complete your fast. Bani tells Lakshmi everything that Rano is planning against her. Lakshmi feels sad. Shalu says Bani told me everything. A flashback is shown. Bani tells Shalu that aunt will not make the food because she wants our sister's fast to break. Shalu says we are also Lakshmi's family and says we will make the food for Lakshmi. So that was how Shalu and Bani made the food for Lakshmi. The flashback ends. Lakshmi tells Shalu and Bani that you used to say that I am lucky because I got a husband like Rishi and also this family who loves me so much. But in reality, I have been lucky from the beginning because I have sisters like you too. Lakshmi gets emotional and she hugs her sisters. Lakshmi is moving the curtain from the window in their room. Rishi wakes up because the sunlight falls on his face and he thinks that he has to go to the office. He then thinks that he has to stay at home today. He asks Lakshmi to take out his green shirt and his black jacket. He sees that Lakshmi is not there and he thinks that Lakshmi has gone. Rishi finds the green shirt and the black jacket on the table. He thinks that Lakshmi has taken it out before I ask her. He thinks that what happened to Lakshmi? She did not even smile looking at me since yesterday. Rishi thinks that what wrong did I do that Lakshmi is ignoring me? Lakshmi goes to Virendra and greets him. Virendra says today is your Kavachot and he asks if she would have any problem. Lakshmi says mommy made me have the tasty food and tells him that she is keeping this fast with her heart. Virendra asks Lakshmi that you are keeping this fast from your heart, right? Lakshmi says yes and says she feels that they should get some puja done for Rishi. She says it is good if I keep fast for him. Karishma comes there and asks Lakshmi to call Sanjay for her. Virendra asks Karishma to call Sanjay herself and says Lakshmi has kept fast and she will not work today. Karishma asks, why are you taking it seriously? Virendra asks Karishma to take his words seriously. Neelam hears them and says Virendra is right. Karishma says, did I torture Lakshmi? She asks Lakshmi to say something. Lakshmi is about to talk, but Neelam tells Karishma that you are not torturing Lakshmi, but you cannot treat her this way. Neelam tells Karishma that today, Lakshmi is fasting and it is either you will bless her or… She asks her to let Lakshmi rest like Virendra said. Lakshmi goes. Neelam says Lakshmi has kept fast for my son and I don't want her to have any problem. She goes. Virendra says today, Neelam will not say anything against Lakshmi just because she likes Malishka and Lakshmi is fasting for her son's long life. The next morning, Malishka comes to her mom and says good morning. Kiran asks Malishka to call Karishma and tell her sorry and says she is thinking about you. Malishka tells Kiran that I just woke up now, so I will call Aunt Karishma later. Kiran asks Malishka to call Karishma now. Malishka calls Karishma and asks if she is upset with her. Karishma says no. Malishka asks what is happening there. Karishma says whatever happened daily is still happening. Everyone has kept Lakshmi on their head because she is keeping fast for Rishi. Malishka says Neelam must have forced Lakshmi to keep the fast and says I will not keep any fast after my marriage with Rishi. Karishma says Lakshmi has kept fast for Rishi herself and says when I asked her to call Sanjay, Virendra and Neelam scolded me. Malishka asks Karishma that what happened to Neelam aunt, that she is taking Lakshmi's side too much. Karishma asks Malishka not to tell her again that Rishi is hers only because if this continues, then Rishi's heart will bend down towards Lakshmi and Rishi himself will not even know. Malishka asks Karishma that do you think that I will let Rishi fall in love with Lakshmi? She says I will not let Lakshmi see Rishi's face today and says that she would invite Rishi to her house today. Malishka ends the call with Karishma and she picks Rishi's call. Rishi tells Malishka that they have to cancel the nightclub today because Lakshmi has kept fast for him and he cannot leave from the house today. Malishka says I understand and she asks him to bring the perfume candle samples. Rishi says okay, I will come there and he ends the call. Malishka says to herself that I wanted to call Rishi here and I would also keep fast for him today. I will not let Lakshmi win today. Rishi is about to go and he collides with Lakshmi. Rishi holds Lakshmi and they look at each other. A song plays in the background. Rishi asks Lakshmi that did you want to ask me something? Lakshmi says no. She then asks if Rishi was sure that he wanted to marry her. Rishi asks why are you asking this? Lakshmi says you asked me to ask you and she asks if she was the only one that Rishi wanted to marry. Rishi says yes, only you. Rishi tells Lakshmi that I wanted to marry you because nobody else can take your place because you are just made for me. He asks her if there is anything else. Lakshmi says thank you and she gets teary eyes. Rishi says I will be back in 30 minutes and he goes out. Lakshmi thinks that Rishi said that he wanted to marry only her and I am made for him. Lakshmi says whatever I thought about that showroom girl was not true. Rishi hears Lakshmi standing outside. Lakshmi thinks that Rishi was saying the truth. There is truth in his eyes. Rishi is going out of the house and he thinks of his moments with Lakshmi and also the priest's words. He gets teary eyes and he wipes his tears. He says, yes, Lakshmi, you were the one I got married to, but you are not the one I love. Rano and Neha shows their dresses to each other. Pritam asks Neha to learn something good. Rano turns Pritam and asks him to wake Shalu and Bani up. Pritam says Shalu and Bani had woken up and they took the food for Lakshmi. He says they told them there that you had made the food for Lakshmi and they kept your respect. Rano gets irritated and she goes. Rishi comes to meet Kiran. Kiran says you got busy after your marriage and you never come here again. Rishi says he doesn't have time due to the office work. He promised Kiran that he would come and meet her. He asks about Malishka and he goes to her room. Shalu talks to Lakshmi and says, I knew that you would keep fast for brother-in-law and that is why I came to give the food to you. Lakshmi says I asked him and he said that he wanted to marry me and that I am made for him only. Shalu says, and you believed him, right? Lakshmi tells Shalu that there was truthfulness in Rishi's eyes, so I couldn't doubt him. Rishi comes to Malishka's room. Malishka is resting on the bed. Kiran brings coffee for Rishi. Rishi says we will drink together. Kiran tells Rishi that Malishka cannot drink with you because she is keeping fast for you. Malishka asks, why did you tell him? Kiran says he has to break your fast, so I have to tell him. Malishka says she will keep fast for Rishi and says it is enough for me that you love me. Kiran tells Rishi and Malishka that you can romance, but why punishing me? And she asks Rishi to take the coffee. Rishi refused to drink the coffee and says I would also fast for Malishka. Malishka asks, really? Rishi says I should keep fast for you for your long life too, and Malishka is happy. Malishka tells Rishi that I would show you something, and she shows him the sample of a perfume. Rishi sprays the perfume and says it is not different. Shalu asks Lakshmi that did you ask Rishi if he is having an extramarital affair, and Lakshmi says no. Shalu tells Lakshmi that I am making lunch and she ends the call. Shalu thinks that her sister saw the truth in Rishi's eyes because Rishi was telling the truth, but she thinks that her sister should have asked Rishi if he was having an extramarital affair because then her sister would have seen it in his eyes if he is lying or not. Shalu thinks that Rishi's dad chose Lakshmi for Rishi, but Lakshmi should have asked if Rishi is having an affair. Shalu says that if brother-in-law lies about his affair, then her sister will catch his lies because her sister is smart. But then brother-in-law is also smart because he is telling Lakshmi the truth about their marriage, but he is not saying the truth behind his affair. Okay guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share it, and don't forget to drop a comment if you can. If you can't, please don't stress yourself. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.